Calling from the void with a signal made of sorrow. Every echo in my skull, feeling colder by tomorrow. I've been drowning in the hum of a world that never listens. Static in my chest where a heartbeat used to glisten. The wires in my veins turn black beneath the pressure. I walk through broken cities, every shadow feels like tether. Memories glitching out like corrupted revelation. Trying to breathe inside the tomb of my own creation. My pulse is getting quiet like it's learning how to fade. I whisper to the darkness like I'm trying to be remade. But the night keeps spilling poison through the cracks inside my form. A storm without forgiveness, yeah, it's starting to feel warm. And I feel it calling back from the corners of my wounds. A melody of ruin, I'm in low beneath the moon. Calling from the void with a signal made of sorrow. Every echo in my skull, feeling colder by tomorrow. I've been drowning in the hum of a world that never listened. Static in my chest where a heartbeat used to glisten. The ground beneath me trembles like it knows the weight I carry. The ghost inside my bloodstream making every second heavy. I keep searching for an answer in the noise of distant thunder, but all I find is every way I've come undone, pulled under. My breath becomes a cipher no one's meant to ever read. My pain becomes a symphony that only night can lead. Yet through the ash and emptiness I hear a subtle ring, a signal from the abyss that tells me I'm still something. If I follow this frequency, will it take me home or deeper? Will it heal me or raise me? I don't care where it leads. Just pull me through the ether, break the silence, break the skin. Let the signal drag me in. Static fades to silver as the darkness pulls me closer. Final on my sorrow dripping soft across my shoulders. And in the quiet dream between the living and the ending, I follow the abyss signal until I'm weightless. From shattered memories like a glass-born revenant, cutting through the echoes of the pain that made me permanent. Every fracture in my spirit glows like embers in the freeze. I'm the ghost of who I was, rebuilt from trembling debris. The night is made of splinters and it settles in my skin. 1,000 quiet tragedies I never learned to live within. I walk between the remnants of the choices I betrayed, stepping through the broken silhouettes of all the roles I played. The mirror shows a stranger with a smile to go to trust. Eyes that carry storms and them and all corroded into dust. But somewhere in the ruins beats a rhythm still intact, a revenant of something warm too stubborn to turn back. The pieces start to shimmer as the shadows whisper slow. Every crack becomes a doorway to the self you're scared to know. I rise from shattered memories like a glass-born revenant, cutting through the echoes of the pain that made me permanent. Every fracture in my spirit glows like embers in the freeze. I'm the ghost of who I was, rebuilt from trembling debris. I'm rising from shattered memories like a glass-born revenant, cutting through the echoes of the pain that made me permanent. Every fracture in my spirit glows like embers in the freeze. I'm the ghost of who I was, rebuilt from trembling debris. My footsteps ring like warnings in a world made out of ice. Every truth I try to bury resurrects without a price. The past becomes a ceremony, carving silent brittle lines. A funeral for innocence and all its tangled vines. Hid in the glass I see a flicker of a self that still persists, a fragile flame refusing death, defying every twist. The revenant within me claws its way through all the fear, telling me the breakage is the reason I'm still here. If the glass begins to tremble, don't be scared of how it bends. Every scar becomes a scripture, every fracture means amends. Let the shards ignite your rage, let the revenant engage, turn the breaking into fire, show the world you won't retire. quiet as the dawn leaks through the haze. I stand among the remnants of a long forgotten faith. Still glowing in the cold, I feel the revenant of sin. A life rebuilt from broken glass, a ghost that learned to live again.
My hollow pulse is beating like a ritual in ruin. Echoes in my bloodstream chant the names of what I'm losing. I'm caught between the moments where the shadows start to bloom. Every breath becomes a burden in the self-constructed tomb. I feel the marrow tremble when the silence gets too loud. It crawls beneath my ribs like something ancient, something proud. The moon becomes a witness to the fractures in my chest, counting every heartbeat that refuses to find rest. My thoughts are tangled wires, sparking pain I never chose. A labyrinth of memories where every exit closed. So drowned inside the echoes of the person I once knew. The voice of distant haunting in a world without a hue. And in the pulse I feel the shadows tighten on my spine. A ritual repeating like a curse that once was mine. My hollow pulse is beating like a ritual in ruin. Echoes in my bloodstream chant the names of what I'm losing. I'm caught between the moments where the shadows start to bloom. Every breath becomes a burden in this self-constructed tomb. My hollow pulse is beating like a ritual in ruin. Echoes in my bloodstream chant the names of what I'm losing. I'm caught between the moments where the shadows start to bloom. Every breath becomes a burden in this self-constructed tomb. The walls begin to shiver as the fever pulls me in, dragging all my better angels back into the mire of sin. Faces blur like fading lanterns in a storm of broken light. Every smile becomes a ghost dissolving slowly in the night. I bargain with the echoes just to feel the sparks of vibe, but the ritual keeps bleeding every hope I keep alive. Still I'm marching to the darkness with the pulse as my guide. A fire barely burning in the ruins of my pride. Hold your breath, feel the chill inside your veins. Every heartbeat is a warning, every memory contains. Break the hollow, split the night, let the ritual ignite. Burn the shadows, scorch the pain. Let your pulse reclaim your name. The rhythm slowly falters as the ashes start to drift. A fragile sense of quiet like a temporary gift. The pulse goes faint but steady as the ritual unwinds. A hollow beat still echoing in the corridors of a fractured mind. My hollow pulse is beating like a ritual in ruin. Echoes in my bloodstream chant the names of what I'm losing. I'm caught between the moments where the shadows start to bloom. Every breath becomes a burden in the self-constructed tomb. I'm trapped inside a grief loop where the shadows never loosen. Hearing phantom whisper truths in the pain I keep refusing. My heartbeat's glitching slow like it's coded for collapse. Every tear becomes a memory I wish I could unwrap. The cold is getting deeper where my bones keep their confession. I walk alone through corridors of my own destination. Faces flicker in the dark like corrupted frames of thought. People I once loved now just ghosts of time forgot. I reach into the void hoping someone's reaching back, but the silence pulls me tighter like a rope around the cracks. The night becomes a mirror where my shadows start to twist. Every version of myself that the daylight seems to miss. I hear the echo tremble like a memory undone. A phantom in the grief loop saying you're not the only one. I'm trapped inside a group where the shadows never loosen. Hearing phantom whisper truths in the pain I keep refusing. My heartbeat's glitching slow like it's coded for collapse. Every tear becomes a memory I wish I could unwrap. The floor beneath me fractures like it's cracking under guilt. Every step I take reminds me of the worlds I never built. I'm haunted by the echoes of the words I never said. They circle me like vultures in the graveyard of my head. I try to hide my sorrow but it loops like ancient code, dragging me through all the storms my younger self bestowed. Still the phantom voice grows louder as the shadows start to swell, telling me the only way is through the darkest part of hell. Follow me through the fracture, follow me through the ache. In the loop where grief is breathing, There's something left to take.
Break the cycle, tear the chains. Let the phantom scream your name. Turn the darkness inside out. Feel the pain become your flame.
The loop begins to quiet as the night retreats its claw. A trembling liberation shaped from everything I lost. And the phantom fades to silence with a final gentle pull. Grief becomes a softer echo, but the loop is never full. But the loop is never full.
Shadow as a crown of broken light, a ruinous halo burning through the night. Every step you take shakes the veins of fate, running from the void that you helped create. Whispers in your lungs pull you underground. Every breath you fight makes a deeper sound. You drown in the storm that you swore to tame. Now the fire knows your name, knows your name. I see the cracks underneath your skin, cracks, silver where your demons grow within. You fed them silence, now they speak for you. Echoes of a war you never meant to lose. Your heartbeat feels like a bell of rust, ringing out the memory of a dying trust. You walk through mirrors you no longer claim, a stranger to your body, addicted to the flame. You promised the night you never return, yet here you stand where the shadows burn. The past keeps stitching wounds back open wide, and you bleed in the rhythm you try to hide. You keep reaching for a sky that never stays, chasing ghosts that pull you through the hate. Crown of smoke above your silent cry. Tell me why you still refuse to die. Your shadow wears a crown of broken light, a ruinous halo burning through the night. Every step you take shakes the veins of fate, running from the void that you helped create. Whispers in your lungs pull you underground. Every breath you fight makes a deeper sound. You drown in the storm that you swore to tame. Now the fire knows your name, knows your name. You paint your scars in gold to make them holy, but the truth keeps whispering slowly. You can't escape the storm you birth inside, no matter how deep you run or where you hide. The night claws gently at your fading will, telling you to follow when the world goes still. Your footsteps echo like a prayer undone, a hymn of darkness rising with the sun. Your voice cracks open like a dying star, revealing wounds you buried far. But even broken wings can learn to rise if you stop feeding every lie. A halo falling, falling. A shadow calling, calling. The silence wraps around your throat, pulling you deeper into its known. Break the crown before it burns your soul. Burn the night before it takes control. Rise from the ashes of the war you made. Don't let the darkness write your fate. The halo dims but doesn't disappear, still humming in the ruins of your fear. Your footsteps fade into a distant flame, while the night repeats your name, your name, your name. Your name. wings in a language lost to light. I trace the distant outlines of a world that once felt right. My footsteps echo memories of every road I tried to take, but every choice collapsed like it was built for me to break. The neon paints a coffin for the man I used to be, a silhouette of yearning carved in static endlessly. But deep beneath the chaos where the broken pieces lie, a faint tomorrow flickers whispering I still can try. I feel it crawling through me like a spark that won't decay. A fragile little I'll be learning not to fade. Look at the veins of tomorrow running burn beneath my skin. Every future that I dreamed of feels too heavy to begin, but the pulse keeps dragging forward through the ruin and the cold. A promise in the shadows that refuses to grow old. I'm haunted by the failures that I stitch into my spine. They twist in quiet circles like a rusted serpentine. But even in the breakdown where the doubt becomes a tide, I feel a warmth returning like a ghost that never died. Tomorrow isn't shining, no, it's flickering with scars, built from nights of losing faith and reaching for dead stars. Yet in that trembling shimmer lies the truth I can't ignore. The man I'll be is born from all the battles fought before. Hear the pulse beneath the sorrow, feel the way you try to hide. Every heartbeat is a doorway, every wound becomes your guide. Let the future flood your veins, let it burn away the change. Standing screaming to the night, you were built to own this fight. Slowly settles like a dawn without regret, a fragile shape of something new in shadows dimly set. Tomorrow arms inside me steady, carved from all my pain, a quiet vow in every pulse. I'll rise, I'll rise.